Hey guys, this is Chrysilis, and I'm back with another Dungeon Defenders video, and this time I'm going to show you guys my personal favorite way of getting characters from 1 to about level 70 extremely fast, even solo. And what we're going to do to start is pick our favorite builder, which in my case I prefer an apprentice, which I do recommend for this personally. And we're going to go to bonus Glitterhelm Caverns, and we're going to set the difficulty to insane and check hardcore mode. I'm going to load the level up. Skip the intro. Start collecting everything. I'm going to want to try to build relatively fast for this. You're also going to want to have a pretty strong character for this. Now, you don't need to have anything too insane, but I do recommend at least around 1,000 in all of your tower stats to make this efficient. But it's not necessary. You know, you could probably get away with 500 or 600 in all of your tower stats if you're fast and good enough, or maybe bring a friend along or something to that effect. You know, it just depends on your preference and playstyle, I guess. What you're going to want to do is start off by placing just 2 magic missile towers back here. Look at, you know, it's in the interest of time, we got to keep the wave 1 build pretty simple. Only what we absolutely need to clear the wave. Alright, we're cutting it a little close. For some reason my hero isn't moving as fast as I'd like. And guys, these towers don't have to be perfect. As long as they're aiming in the right general direction, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it too much. Don't stress over it. You'll be okay. Up here. And that's all we're going to build for wave 1, and we got to try to make it back as fast as we can to swap characters. It might take a few tries to get this down to swap fast enough, but you're always going to be cutting it close for this, unless your character is super fast. You just swap hero, go to the one you want, and if you do it right, you should have a few seconds left on the clock, and start the round, and the towers will do their work. As you can see, there are no troubles with the towers at all on the other character, and just kind of waiting it out. But you're going to see in a second here, after the wave is over, that you're going to get a massive boost of experience on the hero that you swap to. And this slows down a lot after around level 70, but I would say you could use this method up to about level 74 pretty quick with a little bit of patience and skill. Beyond that, I would recommend doing the Eternia Shard levels if you can find good Nightmare games after you've geared up or whatever. I mean, it just depends on your personal circumstances, and if you really can handle it, you know, if you have the patience for it, you can just stick this out and level with this. It's just going to take you a long time. But it is a very quick way of hitting at least level 70 so you can get into the swing of things. And that's it for that. Swap back to the original hero and go around and do a little bit more building in between rounds. Just build things up a little bit as you go in between rounds, and if all goes well, you should survive without a problem. And if not, well, you can just keep replaying the lower waves over and over for a while until you've leveled up enough to, you know, meet your demands. Because you really don't have a lot of time after that first wave. And I'm actually going to play through this whole thing and hopefully show you guys the finished build. One will be cutting it close with this one, but it's okay. If I don't make it, I don't make it. I got plenty of time. What am I worried about? Now, if you are a weaker character, you know, like if your tower stats are much lower, you're going to want to try to build those magic blockades earlier on as fast as you can. Or maybe even do this with a friend to make it easier on you until you've got better equipment. Because without those blockades, weaker towers will get destroyed very fast. Alright, there's another wave in the bag, and more levels in the bag. Another 230,000 experience in that wave. Back to the building. Now, lightning towers do help for this, but they're not necessary by any means. I just like to put them down after I've built everything else to kind of speed things along. You know, in the interest of time, when you're power leveling, why not, right? You guys get the general idea so far. I mean, you just put those missile towers there and block them off with some magic blockades. Call it a day. Add some extra defenses if you need to, and you're done. Just wait it out. Maybe upgrade and repair if you need to, but once you're strong enough, you don't even have to upgrade or repair ever. You just kind of let them wait it out until the round's over. Here we go again. Now another thing is, while you won't have enough mana to complete the entire build by default, if you do have another friend in the game with infinite build time enabled, this will be a lot easier because you don't have to run around and rush constantly. You can just build as much as you need to, and after the second wave you should have enough to at least have all of your base towers built. And that does help a lot early on when you're still learning and building your character up. Another wave complete. Wow, that time I got like 400,000 experience. You'll see overall you should get maybe even as much as, what is it, like 200, or not 200, like 2 million experience from this. It's pretty ridiculous, guys. I'm not going to show you the upgrading order or anything like that because, to tell you the truth, there really isn't one. You just kind of upgrade what you think is most important. But I will say that it is important to watch the crystals in the, well, according to this, it's the northern part of the map. You want to watch that crystal area. You kind of want it to be self-sufficient so you can focus on the rest because it's kind of out of the way. So try to build that area up faster than the other areas just to get it done. So the entire process goes by extremely fast. And if you can handle doing this on Nightmare, while it's a lot more dangerous, it will give you a lot more experience. So if you can handle it, that is definitely a way to go. But that's an entirely different strategy. Because you have to watch out for spiders, so you have to build extra towers facing towards the crystals at different angles to make sure that the spiders don't actually destroy them. You're also going to need much stronger towers for that, because the enemies on Nightmare are much more difficult and have much higher resistances. Well, one of my towers actually got destroyed. Look at that. I don't know which one it is. Oh, the one looks like the one's down there. It's actually kind of surprising. It usually doesn't happen. Well, this shit happens. Nothing's perfect. It's okay, I'll be fine. Those towers are a little damaged, but it's alright. That's what upgrades are for. Here's new. I should put more towers back down here too. I guess a lightning tower. Running out of time, but that's okay. I only got another wave left after this, so I may as well just stay on this character to finish up the build so you guys can actually see what the deal is here. Aside from that one little fluke, we should be good now. Maybe drop another magic missile tower there for good measure and everything should be clear. This didn't quite work out as well as it usually does, but that's okay. I do really wish that there were a way to enable infinite build time solo, because that would make life a lot easier. Oh, that would be why. I forgot to drop a lightning tower. See if we can make it through the last wave. And if not, well, you know, people make mistakes. I'm not going to go and edit my video or redo it 50 times just to make that perfect run. This video is good enough just to show you guys my basic strategy. Although I am usually doing this in a game with another friend because I don't typically power level my own characters. Typically I only do this when I'm helping somebody else, so the build's a lot more complete, a lot faster. But this is just to show you that this build does work. I mean, it might take a little patience, a little bit of repairing, a little bit of upgrading and all that kind of stuff, but it'll work. And the other important thing to note is your towers are not going to be as strong when you're on your level characters, which does play a part in your towers destroying these enemies. Because if I were to just stay on my apprentice the whole time, there would be no issues. They would have cleared everything out without any kind of problems, and I would have been able to clear the whole thing with just, you know, a few towers here and there. But switching characters, I don't really have any stats on my equipment. This character is extremely weak, so the towers are very weak by comparison. And that makes this a little bit more difficult. Almost done. I guess I should get around to leveling this character one day. Their barriers help a lot. And it would be nice to have a fully geared Series EV. Now here comes the big boost. See, as you can see, I just gained over 600,000 experience from that last wave alone. In total, I gained about 2.1 million experience on this character. And it's not hard at all. I mean, it takes a bit of effort, like I said, but if you're willing to put the time in, your characters will all be leveled up in no time. See, it went from level 5 to 60. No, what was it? 29 to 60. And that's about it, guys. I know there were a few stalls there, a few hitches, and it wasn't a perfect video, but I hope this helped some of you out, even though there are a million other videos on this level and different ways to do it. I look forward to sharing more Dungeon Defenders videos with you guys in the future. This has been Chrysalis. Have a good one.